Alright, so here's what we have tonight. A new playset. Not Mark's. This is actually a Matchbox 1/32 scale playset. It was the only playset in that scale of World War II. Now there may be other ones that Matchbox made, I'm not sure. They made two other sets, one in 1/76 scale, which I will have pictures on this video. It was a rocket launcher, a V1 rocket launcher, World War II setup, and they also had a beachhead one, which was actually an HO scale for Matchbox cars. But this was the only one, to the best of my knowledge, they made in 1/32 scale, and it is almost complete. I'm missing 2 or 3 pieces to the building. But I just wanted to review this for people because it is a very hard find. You don't see it very often on eBay. It did come with figures. I've added some original Matchbox figures to this. Came with this armored car. And we'll give you a side view here. A lot of pieces. It was almost a model, basically. You could glue some of the pieces together to keep them together. But it was made to actually fall apart. You would shoot this air cannon at it, and it was made to fall apart, both that and the tower. So take a look at the sides here. Again, this is true 1/32 scale. It was made, I'll have to get a year for you on that. Probably mid-70s, I would think. There's a side view. If anybody else has this set, please let me know. Like I said, I am missing 1 or 2 little pieces for the cafe. They call it a cafe, destroyed cafe building right there. But I'm going to take this apart and set it up and let you guys take a look at it if you haven't seen this. Again, this is the Matchbox 1/32 scale playset Counter Attack. So I do have the directions that came with this. They are original. And I have highlighted here the pieces that I am missing. So if anybody out there does have this set and has a few of the pieces, odds and ends, I'd love to get in touch with you. I am missing piece 25, piece 18, piece 1, and piece 19. Those are the 4 pieces that I'm missing from this set. So if anybody out there is watching this and come across this playset, let me know. Thank you. Okay, so before I begin setting these structures up and setting the figures on this, I just want you guys to see this. This was the playmat that came with it, and it was so warped. It had water damage, and it was so warped, I couldn't get it to lay flat at all. Nothing would stay down. I've tried everything. So what I had to do was laminate them, and this would have been one solid sheet, but instead I have 4 separate ones because that's as big as I could fit in a laminating machine that I took it to. And they lay nice and flat now, but unfortunately it's a very shiny base, and kind of got to piece them together to make it look good. But again, most people probably aren't going to use the playmat anyhow. They're going to have it on some type of diorama, but just wanted you to see that this thing over the years really took a beating. Probably was kept somewhere in an attic. This was not mine when I was growing up. This I bought on eBay. So but yeah, that's what I had to do to get the playmat to set, but we're going to try to do it with it on. Okay, so before I go placing all my troops on here and making a diorama, I just wanted you guys to see this without any figures on it. It's about, I don't know, 2 feet by 2 feet, the playmat. And again, there's the structure. It does fall apart quite easily. You're not supposed to glue it together because you want it to fall apart, but a lot of the pieces probably should be glued. You'll be there all day. It does have this barrier that comes with the attention mind, in German, minefield area. There's another sign in the center of village with no sticker on it. I'm not sure what went there. Has a Greek statue, I guess, in the middle of the town. And then, of course, the observation tower, German observation tower. So this is what you would get as far as that in the vehicle. Now, the box does say it came with 30 figures. Now, when I bought this, it came with the GIs and the Germans. Now, the GIs here, I believe that's one of every pose. There's only 11. I think I only got like 10, and the Germans came in this blue color. They didn't come in the gray. They came in the blue color. So what I did, those of you that collect the original vintage Matchbox, you'll know they came in boxes like this, right? And there's usually about, I don't know, 12 to 15 poses in each box. So what I did, I beefed it up. I bought one of every set that Matchbox made in 1/32 scale. So I added the British Commandos. They're in a green color, very similar to the GIs. I added the British Infantry, which are a kind of a mustard tan color. I added the German Africa Corps, which I guess they really wouldn't be here, but you could throw them in to beef up the Germans. And then a set of the German infantry in the normal gray color. So you got 3 sets of Germans in different colors, and then the GIs, the British Commandos, and the British Infantry. So probably too many for this play set, but I got one of all the sets, I believe, that Matchbox made in these sets. If there's anyone out there that knows more. Again, I didn't collect Matchbox. These are something I picked up after my childhood, so I will continue setting this up and put a little diorama together for you. Okay, so here you go. Everything's set up. All the soldiers are in battle. And I don't know, it looks like a stalemate right now. Of course, we got the Germans occupying the town. And we got the American GIs. They thought they'd come from this direction, and they went right through the minefield. I guess, you know, none of them knew how to read German. Got the Brits coming straight up the main street. They don't care. They're just charging straight ahead. They got the bagpipe guy with them. You know, they don't care. They're just coming straight up the main street. Out of all these poses from both sides, the only one that I found that was actually being shot or injured is this one British guy. I guess Matchbox never really made any injured or dying poses. So, and then of course you've got the British Commandos over here. This guy thinks it's water. I guess we're gonna make that water right there, but this they're sneaking up the side. Got a guy trying to climb up. I always thought that pose right there would look cool with the Guns of Navarone. Too bad the Guns of Navarone marks never made a guy climbing a ladder to do that. Same way with this guy with the climbing hook. That would have run great on the Guns of Navarone or Iwo Jima set maybe. But anyway. Yeah, the Commandos are coming in on this side. Love these poses on those British Commandos. Don't care for the blue of the Germans. I don't know why they ever made that color. Maybe some of you guys that collect Matchbox can tell me. Maybe there's other colors out there I'm not familiar with, but don't really care for that blue color. Obviously, the Germans that I collected were always gray or dark gray. And then you got the Africa Corps here. Made them fit. The only thing I didn't put in here was the armored car. I'm going to do that separately. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this fun little setup, and let me show you the armored car and how that works. Okay, so here are the vehicle, the armored car that came with it. This very large, oversized, not to scale weapon, gun. I guess it was a self-propelled gun. You had a landmine of sorts, and all these plastic bullets, as well as these larger shells, and a grappling hook that would go for this cannon. Now, this cannon could be either mounted on the back of the vehicle, or it came with this little plastic thing here, and you could just mount it directly on the ground if you didn't want it on your vehicle, and you could just use the vehicle as is. Okay, I'm going to try to get these things to work. They usually don't work very well. I don't like to use them at all because I don't think they're to scale, or I'm a to scale kind of guy, so when it doesn't fit, it doesn't look right to me, I don't use it. But so what these were just air compressed weapons here. So this one here, I have a couple of the bullets, a couple of these in here, and all you would do is press on this and it would fire if it's loaded correctly. That's what it'd do, and you would hope gravity would take down another one. Sometimes it did. There it goes, there's a shot. I don't know if you saw that. Doesn't really knock anybody over, it's not hard enough, but and that's pretty much the extent of that one. Okay, the larger one right here, this one almost seems too big when I go to shoot it. See if I can hold it up, but anyway, it would, that's about the extent of it, honestly. Even when it's on the back of the vehicle, either the bolts are too heavy, or the air compressed is just not enough, or maybe it's too long of a hose. I don't know, but like I said, I never set it up like that. Never used them. Oh, and the landmine, all this was just a spring and a suction cup, and you would just push it down. I'm assuming you would put this underneath a building or a structure of some sort, and it would eventually, after so many seconds, that spring would give way and it would pop up like that and totally explode your building or whatever it was under. But again, you couldn't leave it setting for long. It would go off right away within a few seconds. So, but yeah, so fun for kids. Not really I would say used for an adult if you want to set this up as a diorama or anything. But the vehicle, the armored vehicle, looks cool by itself, and it's fairly to scale. You can definitely put figures in there. Armor car looking. But as far as the other stuff, don't really use it. Never really set it up with this diorama when I set this thing up. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if anybody out there has this diorama or setup, this playset, let me know. If anybody else has any other Matchbox or collect the Matchbox 1/32 scale, let me know what I'm missing. I can find more, but I thought I had all the ones that Matchbox made. And again, as always, thanks for watching and keep collecting.